I think we have to talk about Lexie Hall. We just have to. Um, like, she is unplayably bad. Like, I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about it with Lexie Hall. Like, there is, there is good games, there is bad games, and then there is what Lexie Hall has been doing this season. Shout out Lexie, by the way. She seems to be just with it mentally, as in, is that a focus issue? Like, it's, if I'd be worried if this was like a, I don't know if I'm more worried or less worried. Like, it's not a focus issue. She's still getting her touches, but like, we're paying 800k for 3 hustle plays a game. Like, I'm sorry, Aerial Powers on a minimum would do more than Lexie. Like, Aerial Powers will do more than Lexie on a minimum contract. Like, she is playing at the level of a minimum contract. It's as simple as that. Like, Lexie is one of the worst players in the WNBA at her position that plays minutes. Like, she got a nice and one. But like, if you look at her game log, this was her first game in 3 where she had more points than fouls. Is her first game since Connecticut where she has had more points than fouls. And you might be saying, oh, you can't judge Lexie on her points. What the fuck are we meant to judge Lexie on? What are we meant to judge her on down? She doesn't play defense. Like, she is, like, she legitimately was not able to guard anyone. So she guarded Kayla McBride, who was taking offense off. Like, if you watch that game, Kayla McBride on offense ran to the corner and stood in the corner. She occasionally did something. She took offense off. Why? Because she used all her energy to play defense on Caitlin. That is what we saw from K-Mac. And Caitlin Clark was being left on island on Courtney Williams for most of that first half because Lexie Hall could not guard Courtney Williams. Lexie Hall can't guard anybody. For people saying her 3-point shooting is falling off a cliff, no, it's not. She's actually having the best shooting year of her career. And you might say, oh, what about 2024? She had like an 8-game hot streak. Like, 2024, I'm not joking when I say this. Everyone talks about this. I'm going to show you the game log. So Lexie Hall start the season from 3. Where is it? 1 of 2, 1 of 2, 2 of 3, 0 of 1, 0 of 2. 1 of 2, 0 of 2, 1 of 2, 0 of 1. 1 of 1, 0 of 1, 0 of 1. 0 of 0, 1 of 1, 0 of 5, 0 of 2, 1 of 4. And then she came out. She was shooting like 25% from 3. And then she came out in a spell where she went 2 of 3, 6 of 7, 2 of 3, 0 of 1, 4 of 6, 3 of 4. And that was just a spell. That's the reason why she shot so well from 3. She had hardly shot and then she went on an uber hot streak. Like, and if people are like, oh, what about Lexie Hall? This is just a slump. Lexie Hall shot 18% as a rookie. She shot 21% as a second year player. She was shooting 23% until the Olympics breaks in year 3 and is shooting in the 30s. She shoots 20% at Unrivaled. Lexie Hall, like, if we're going to be real here, Lexie Hall cannot shoot. She cannot shoot. And people saying Lexie will be fine, she's never been good. What if I told you she has never been good? As in, Lexie Hall, sorry. Let me rephrase that. She has never been good as an $800,000 player, which is the equivalent of, in the previous CBA, 150k. She was giving you sub 40. She shot sub 40% from the field last year on 7 points per game, and she never played good defense. You can listen to me talking in the playoffs last year. She never could guard anybody. She would flop a few times and draw a few offensive fouls, make timely steals, and she worked her ass off though. And that's one thing she's still doing right now. You can never question Lexie's effort because it's always there. We're not doing that. But like, If the Fever had to pay her $800K a year because another team offered it to her, let the other team get scammed. Lexie Hull was never this good. Lexie Hull was barely better than Aerial Powers a year ago. I said it. Lexie Hull was barely better than Aerial Powers. Aerial Powers is out of the league. You are paying Lexie Hull 800K. She is the worst small forward in the league that is starting. And I don't know. I don't know why people, like, she is a 3-and-D player who can't shoot or play defense. Like, it's one of those things where I get it. Lexie Hull is friends with Caitlin. I get it. She's been with your franchise for a while. You were this close to cutting her in 2024. Like, you were this so close to cutting her in 2024. And she has been better. I'm not saying Lexie Hull should be out of the league or anything. You chose her over Kelsey Mitchell. There is a world where Kelsey Mitchell does not play on this team next year, or Caitlin Clark doesn't play on this team next year because you overpaid Lexie. There is a world where you don't have a pick in 2026 because you overpaid Lexie. Like, they are both factual statements. There is a world where you don't have a 2027 pick. You are probably going to have to attach a pick to get off Lexie's contract, or attach an asset to get off Lexie's contract. And like, you could have tried to fleece the Storm. The problem is that Lexie's a negative asset. She is. I hate saying it. She is a negative asset. You are going to have to attach something to get off her. And if you don't get off her, you might lose one of Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell. Because as much as people say, what about Mo Billings? In what world are the Fever getting a minimum contract power forward? I get it. KK can slide in as a starter. I get that. But that's not ideal either. Like, that's not ideal having KK start. It's just not. So the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't exactly know how or what the Indiana Fever are going to do here. I really don't. I don't know exactly how they get off this. I don't know how they move on. But like, she is unplayable. You can't put her on the floor because she can't guard anyone, and teams don't guard her anymore. She is unplayable. And look, Lexie was on the contract she was on. She was super underrated. Size wasn't playing her, and it's easy to get behind an underrated player. And it's easy to get behind someone who was looked past. It's easy to get behind somebody who gives 1,000% and is all effort on a cheap contract. But when you are making serious money, if you're making this money and you're not performing, it's very different. Because Lexie still hustles. She still works hard. But the league is getting better around her. And she's not doing much. She's really not. And she's not doing much in general, not only for a bad contract. And she's just playing bad, period.